We began the year amid the excitement of an election to choose a slate of national officers to lead this fine organization toward even greater service to America's disabled veterans, their families, and survivors. With the presidential campaign in full swing, candidates John McCain addressed our national convention and Barack Obama provided videotaped remarks. Both supported our primary goal of a better way to fund veterans' health care. Disabled Iraq War veteran Tammy Duckworth, who has now joined the VA as the Assistant Secretary for Public and Intergovernmental Affairs, was named the Outstanding Disabled Veteran for 2008. And fellow Illinois native Raymond E. Dempsey was elected National Commander by acclamation. Commander Dempsey promised that no veteran would be left behind, and throughout his year of service, he has fulfilled that promise and more. The year has been one of unity and compassion for our nation's disabled veterans, unmatched in our history. At the National Convention in Las Vegas, our members renewed their commitment to make the dream of the American Veterans Disabled for Life Memorial a reality. In October, the dream moved another step closer when philanthropist Lois Pope donated $5 million to the memorial in payment for a challenge grant she made in 2006 to match funds raised from private philanthropic sources. Today, with your help, the memorial is closing in on the remaining $5.9 million needed for construction to begin. The November elections brought with it a new Secretary of Veterans Affairs. General Eric Shinseki, a combat-wounded, disabled Vietnam War veteran, was among those in the new administration to support our goal of advanced appropriations for VA healthcare. A DAV Life member who addressed attendees at our midwinter conference, Secretary Shinseki brought our voluntary services program to the forefront when he launched the United We Serve program, asking veterans and their families to serve other veterans. Highlighted in the program was our transportation network, which was recognized as the only way many veterans are able to get to their VA medical appointments and home again. As part of the initiative, Secretary Shinseki boarded a DAV transportation network van, helping transport veterans to the Washington, D.C. VA Medical Center. Last year, DAV and auxiliary members contributed 2.3 million hours of voluntary services to veterans at VA hospitals, clinics, and nursing homes nationwide. In November, fundraising received a boost when Golden Corral's Military Appreciation Monday helped raise $728,000 in contributions designated specifically for DAV chapters and departments. In 8 years, the Golden Corral DAV partnership has raised more than $3.3 million, all dedicated to serve disabled veterans. National Commander Dempsey capped the annual Midwinter Conference with a rousing testimony before the House and Senate Veterans Affairs committees. He forcefully urged lawmakers to live up to their obligations regarding our nation's veterans. Hundreds of our members and chapter and department leaders cheered on our commander as members of Congress voiced support for our legislative agenda, including the vital Advanced Appropriations Plan. Throughout the midwinter meeting, our members took the message of our legislative initiatives to their elected representatives on Capitol Hill. Our Stand Up for Veterans grassroots initiative was already in place when the new administration got to work in January. Ads, public service announcements, and a flood of correspondence from DAV members were aimed toward our lawmakers to raise awareness and demand the best for veterans. Our diligence and perseverance paid off when the House Appropriations Committee passed an appropriation bill calling for an 11% increase in VA healthcare funding in anticipation for 2010 and an 8% increase in 2011. At the 2009 National Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic, more than 450 severely disabled veterans took part in numerous sports activities. This one-of-a-kind program, co-sponsored by DAV, gave these veterans a chance to realize the limitless potential within themselves. The clinic is the largest rehabilitative sporting event in the world. Veterans met together in small groups to discuss their lifestyles and to gain inspiration to reach beyond their disabilities. Women veterans participated in a reception to discuss the issues they faced and to bond as veterans and participants in the clinic. Cheering for our veterans to excel was National Commander Ray Dempsey, who said the Winter Sports Clinic is a compelling reminder of the importance of our mission and a reflection of the amazing spirit and determination of veterans. On May 24th, the DAV was honored by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway's decision to use the world's most prestigious auto race, the Indianapolis 500, as an opportunity to turn the national spotlight on disabled veterans. On race day, the DAV flight team conducted a historic flyover using two legendary B-25 Mitchell bombers, flying in formation just 500 feet above the admired racetrack's 400,000 fans. Special delivery and takeoff time crossed over the start-finish line at precisely the right moment as the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner concluded. DAV provided a fantastic start to the greatest spectacle in racing. Our good friend, award-winning actor Gary Sinise and Joe Mantegna hosted the National Memorial Day concert in our nation's capital. DAV was again a co-sponsor of the telecast on PBS along with Golden Corral Restaurants. National Commander Ray Dempsey was among those honored as millions of our citizens watched on TV. DAV also helped our nation honor the 125,000 Americans who made the ultimate sacrifice with the Memorial Day broadcast of Hallowed Grounds on PBS. Sponsored by DAV's National Service Foundation, the hour-long documentary provided a rare look at 22 of America's overseas military cemeteries. With stirring images and details, the program told the story of these remarkable commemorative shrines from England to France, from Italy to Tunisia and the Philippines. It included historical sequences about the wars and battles that created them, and moving vignettes and interviews about the men and women who rest in them.